Norton is a lifelong book lover, and she's the creator of a popular bookstagram that is called Moonlight Book Club. She makes creative photos using her impressive book collection, photos like this bat. This bat is made completely of books.
So she's also a lover of Halloween and says that scary books are definitely her jam. So here to get you in the right frame of mind for the upcoming spooky holiday, we asked her for some recommendations. Keely's here with some reads that you might want to read with the lights on, Keely. They're that scary, huh?
These are all scary books. They'll definitely get you spooked.
And this is something that you're into.
Yes, I love all books, but I particularly love scary books. I think they're so fun, and they're so fun around Halloween.
Have you always loved scary books? Like as a kid, were you reading scary books, or is this kind of an adult thing?
That's a good question. I mean, I read a lot of like the Boxcar Children as a kid, so like a lot of mystery stuff and like Goosebumps, right? But as I've gotten older, I think I've become even more of a fan.
All right, so you brought a couple of books that you wanted to share with us.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about this first one. This one is called The Thicket.
Yeah, so if you are a person who loves like the classic slasher horror movies, The Thicket is definitely for you. So it takes place at this Halloween festival. So there are haunted houses and cornfields, and there's a murderer on the loose. So kind of your classic slasher book. Creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. What are the plot twists as much as you can elaborate on that?
Just a lot of, I would say like a lot of jump scares because it takes place at a Halloween festival and there are haunted houses. I mean, you're looking around thinking, is that scream real or is that scream because someone saw something in a haunted house or is someone actually out to get you?
To get you. Okay.
So you can't trust anything.
It feels like it's got a little Children of the Corn vibe, even though I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, there's a cornfield and there's someone on the loose in there, so.
How did you come up with the ones that you you pinned down here to select?
Yeah, well, they said to bring scary books, so I brought in things that were scary, and I tried to pick a variety of scary things. So you'll see as we go through, some are scary, like that's scary because there's a man on the loose with a knife, right? Some are scary because they're ghost stories. Some are scary because it's like a what would you do in that situation?
Like a real life.
Yep.
Yeah, so probably some of these are going to be scary to some people, and some of these are going to be scary to others. Like when I read a paranormal book, like I don't think that's super scary because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I think that my house is haunted, but to some people that's like the most terrifying
Well,
thing,
it's like
right?
with Kelsey when she was on, we were talking to the paranormal earlier about different, ghosts. Are they all happy ghosts or are they all scary ghosts?
Right.
So she encounters both. All right, so tell us about this next book. This one is called We Used to Live Here.
Yeah, so this is definitely a little bit more eerie, a little more paranormal. So this couple is fixing up this old house and this family shows up and says, hey, we used to live here. Do you mind if we take a look around? They're kind of reluctant to let them in, but eventually they do. And then things that are weird just start happening. So one of their children goes missing. She's playing a hide and go seek game. They can't find her. And things around the house just start to get strange. So it's one of those books that isn't full of those jump scares, but the like hair on the back of your neck will be standing up the whole time you're reading it. Just like so eerie and scary.
Are both these books? I didn't ask what season they're set in. Was this one set in Halloween time because you said it's
corn maze and
it's like a Halloween festival.
How about this one?
This one is the winter because there's a blizzard happening as well. So there's a snowstorm, and that's why it's even more difficult for everyone to leave the house.
I can see that having a sort of a creepy vibe, right?
Yeah, very isolating.
Yep. All right. What's the next one here?
Home Before Dark.
Home Before Dark is kind of my go-to recommendation for a thriller or spooky book this time of year. It's a ghost story, and it is about this young woman who, when she was a child, lived in a house with her family for a very short period of time, and they left the house very abruptly in the middle of the night, claiming that it was haunted. Her dad wrote a book about their time living in this haunted house, but she was really young. She's grown up. This kind of like famous book has followed her, and she doesn't really believe it. But now her dad has passed away. She returns to this house to fix it up and to see if it actually is haunted and see if his story is real.
Wait, did you say that's a true story?
It's not a true story, but I guess it could be.
I feel like I could maybe read that one. That one doesn't feel quite as scary as like the crazy screams or the disappearing children.
Right, yes. So that one I don't think there's some scary imagery in it, and I mean it's scary the thought of living in a haunted house, but the whole question is it really haunted or is there something else bad that happened here?
Okay. Last but not least, I will not be reading it, but do tell our viewers about it.
This book is terrifying. It really is one of my favorite books that I've read this year because it's so well done, but it is such a scary concept. So it is about a woman who's home alone with her 2 children. She wakes up in the middle of the night, one of her kids has gotten out of bed and she's putting them back to sleep, and she realizes that there's an intruder in her house. And so she very quickly has to get both of her children and try to hide in the house because they realize they can't really get out, but they want to stay safe from this person who she believes has intent to harm them. So it's very much one of those books that you're like, what would I do in this situation? And every time I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, is there someone in my house? Is this book real, right?
That doesn't seem like the scenario, while terrifying, it doesn't to me seem that you could fill up a book of that size with just this one encounter. How does it work?
So I would say like the first half is really the encounter itself, and the second half is more of the fallout of it, and without revealing what happens. But so it definitely is. There's definitely enough story there, but it is a very quick read because it's so like. You're filled with so much anxiety.
Yeah.
So I read that in one sitting because I was like, I got to figure out what happens to
what
this
happens at the
family.
end.
I got to make sure everyone's okay.
Kaylee, do you find that you read books based on like the holiday? Like, will you now, once you've read the scary ones, will you go on to something like Christmassy or Valentine's-y and love and romance and kind of change things up a little bit?
Yeah, totally. I definitely see myself as a seasonal reader. I do really love thrillers and I love horror books, so I will read them year round, but I kind of base what I'm reading on the season. So I'm going to read the Christmas books around Christmas. I'm going to pick up some romance around Valentine's Day. And I'll kind of like shift the type of like thriller or scary story that I'm reading. So like the one that takes place during a blizzard, if you're not reading that during Halloween, like what a fun book to read on a snowy weekend in the middle of the winter, right?
Or a terrible
I
book
would
to
say,
read.
I don't know, one, do any of them have happy endings?
I think you'll be satisfied by the endings in all of them.
Good answer. You should run for politics. Keely, thank you so much.
Thanks for
Lots of
having
fun.
me.
We'll post all Keely's picks for you on MinnesotaLive.com.
And you can follow Keely on Instagram at moonlight_book club for more book recommendations. We'll post it, by the way, on MinnesotaLive.com for you.